Sustainability, a long-held core value in Issaquah, is described as the ability to meet the needs of the present without compromising the ability of future generations to meet their own needs. We do this by focusing on economic, environmental, and social issues. In 2009, the city formed a panel of community leaders to refine our long-term vision of sustainability and how we can measure our progress. This is the third report we've issued since that effort. A total of 26 indicators were identified and are being tracked, which fit into 8 themes: basic needs, business climate, education, community awareness and stewardship, green, compact, and mixed-use development, natural areas and open space, transportation, and waste resource use. The Issaquah Food and Clothing Bank, which serves all of the Issaquah School District, saw more than a 20% increase in need during the last 2 years. This follows a consistent upward trend in families served, with an overall increase of more than 43% since 2002. Crime rates in Issaquah declined in 2012 to 46.2 per thousand persons, a 5.3% drop in crimes from 2011. In total, there were 1,440 crimes reported in Issaquah in 2012. When crime does occur, our law enforcement is trained and ready. In 2012, 4 police officers received the state's highest law enforcement award, the Washington State Law Enforcement Medal of Honor, for saving lives during an active shooter incident. The gap between an affordable home for a typical family and the housing available in Issaquah remains significant. In 2012, the housing affordability gap decreased to approximately $92,000, reflecting a narrowing for median income buyers since 2007, partly due to decreases in home prices as well as historically low interest rates. Recent tightening in the housing market supply may begin to reverse these trends. During the past 10 years, the city has become more reliant on property taxes and less on sales tax. The city's overall revenue base continued to decline in 2012 to approximately $42.1 million, from a recent high of approximately $50.4 million in 2007, in part due to the recession. Issaquah has seen an uptick in licenses and permits recently, reflecting renewed construction activity in the city. Issaquah families continue to have access to excellent schools. The Issaquah School District extended graduation rate is 94.5%, with 80% of 2011 graduates continuing their education at 4-year institutions, community colleges, or trade schools. 92% of 6th graders and 89% of 10th graders report feeling safe in school. Plus, 58.7% of 11th and 12th graders participate in advanced placement courses. Issaquah has a long history of volunteerism, as can be witnessed in our schools, festivals like Salmon Days, and tree planting along Issaquah natural areas. Total volunteer hours in city programs, including recreation, stream restoration, and other activities, exceeded 44,200 hours in 2012, on par with 2011, but nearly 2.5 times more than just 5 years ago. This equates to almost $1 million invested in our community. In Issaquah, 17% of homes are certified built green, more than any other community in Washington state. This means more efficient, comfortable, and healthy homes, which exceed building codes and offer housing choices that match the community's environmental values. They use less energy and water and incorporate healthy and locally sourced materials. In 2012, the city developed a new, more accurate measure of its tree canopy, which covers 47.7% of Issaquah. This is one of the highest tree canopies in the region. Moving forward, the city's target is 51%, with no net loss of coverage over time. Travel to and from Issaquah's major employment sites is still largely by car, though carpool, vanpool, and bus travel remain an important part of transportation. Vanpooling has seen steady increases, with Issaquah home to some of the highest vanpool rates in the state. More than 70% of all trips are drive alone, exceeding our short-term goal of 66%. In 2012, the city launched innovative new recycling services with Cleanscapes, rethinking customer service and waste prevention, shown through the award-winning Cleanscapes store. In 2012, recycling and compost programs diverted 43.6% of all waste. This is an all-time high, up 10% from just 5 years ago, but still falling short of goals for 70% diversion by 2020. Household waste generation is down, at approximately 14.3 pounds per week per person. Issaquah's climate impact as a result of residential and business energy use, vehicular travel, industry and waste disposal increased by 3.2% from 2007 to 2012. The update to Issaquah's community-wide greenhouse gas assessment show emissions have increased to 296,000 metric tons, or the equivalent of 60,440 vehicles operating for a year, or 1,247 rail cars of coal. Moving forward, our community is continuing to find innovative solutions to enhance Issaquah's sustainability, such as open space preservation, street lighting, affordable housing, and collaboration with public and private partners. Find out more about our efforts and how you can help at issaquahwa.gov/sustainability.